All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic we are going to talk about how 25% of Tesla's inventory could potentially, or over 25% could potentially be discounted. So we'll talk about that plus a variety of topics. But before we get into that, let's roll that intro real. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best behind Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link, where you can get access to the best ultimate Tesla buying guide out there that has links to all the links that I use, and of course, including credit union and banks that have interest rates for financing your Tesla as low as 2.99 to 3.7%. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon member. We've got Leo Curdy. Thank you. Sorry if I messed that up, but thank you for supporting. Thank you for joining. And thank you everybody that comes in, watches, hits the like button, the comments, and all the questions. Thank you for supporting, and thanks for joining in. But let us get into this. So if you didn't know what happened very recently, Tesla Model Y and Model 3 got a very weird $250 discount increase, or sorry, $250 price increase across the board. And of course, the Model 3 got the same thing. And that's why we got these kind of weird prices. I mean, we're going to talk about this a little bit later on why I really feel like the Model 3 pricing and the Model Y pricing does not make any sort of sense. But we've got 40,240, 47,240 for a Model 3 long range that just got recently introduced, and Model 3 performance at 53,240. Model Y, we've got Model Y all-wheel drive standard range at 47,240. Model Y long range, what I kind of recommend, maybe 50,240, and the Model Y performance at a staggering 54,240. But the shining thing with the Model Y is that all of these vehicles in trims for the Model Y variant qualify for the full $7,500 federal tax credit. So super nice. But shout out to TeslaInfo.com, quote, globally, 25.4% of all new Tesla inventory cars are being listed with a discount. Sometimes this is relatively small, but 3% plus percent is common in Europe in some models. We make it easy to find them, always worth a check if you are buying. So of course, if you've never seen what Tesla Info is, TeslaInfo.com is another third-party aggregator site where you can see all the different inventory that's available across the world. And they make it super easy because you can hit this drop down right here and you can see Tesla discounted, and you can see all the different vehicles that are available across the country or even the global world and which one are actually discounted. Of course, there's also third-party sites that we always go to, like waitingfortesla.com, where you can see all the different inventory across the country. And this is a pretty interesting headline to see that 25.4% from, of course, Tesla Info's perspective, because they get to see all the different inventory across all the different countries and everything, that it is 25% or over a fourth of vehicles are discounted. But I guess maybe I'm not surprised because, of course, there's a lot of Model 3 inventory in the US. There is a lot of Model S inventory in the US, and of course the Model X inventory. There is also a lot of inventory in the US. So of course you can switch it to demo discount and see all the different vehicles that are actually available with a discount. And in the US right now, for instance, there's 245 discounted Model X's available out of 1,040. But of course, Model Y, not as many discounted vehicles. There are still a handful. You can see right here, I've just sorted to demo discounted vehicles, and there are 4 brand new demo vehicles with various discounts across the board. And I guess maybe I'm also not surprised because, like we mentioned before in the beginning of this video in the stream, that Tesla increased the price of vehicles by $250. Definitely a weird one, right? But the little known secret, or kind of the inside, or the secret, the hack of it, is that if you go to the inventory sites and find any vehicle that's available on Tesla's website that's for some reason in inventory, there is still still the older price if you lock in the vehicle and take delivery. So you can see right here, this one has a price of $48,490 before any other fees or anything like that. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff, right? Why did Tesla do this, or to not increase the price of any inventory cars? And this is probably because they're trying to create some sort of hype and saying that if you can find an inventory vehicle and take delivery this month or next month, because also next month is the end of the quarter, end of the sales quarter, then you get the older price. So maybe people might notice that and want to take delivery ASAP, but I really feel like not a lot of people are actually noticing that at the end of the day, because I've been hearing, interesting stuff back and forth. Like some people feel like the $250 order fee is now included, which it definitely is not. And so there's just definitely some wrong information, that's for sure. But whatever the fact is, maybe if you find an inventory vehicle, you are basically paying the older price of the previous before the $250 increase. So if you're looking to order one, then I would rather you go to inventory. I mean, I've always recommended for you to go to inventory sites anyway, like waitingfortesla.com. Shout out to TJ and the team. Find a vehicle near you that, if you can, find one that has a demo discount, preferably anywhere from $1,000 to really like $2,000 to $3,000 discount on top of that. And that's what I look for. Of course, I wouldn't choose a red one because I've had a red Model 3 before, but I would say $2,000 to $3,000, maybe even $4,000 discount. That's what I'm looking for. And if you can wait, my recommendation is try and wait till June, because June is the end of the quarter, especially if you're in California, because there's going to be a lot of inventory that are going to be coming to the websites, because at the end of every single quarter, at the end of every single sales quarter, that's when Tesla releases all the demo vehicles, showroom vehicles, test drive vehicles that could have a couple of miles on them. Like this one right here has 15 miles on it, but has a $350 discount. You could easily see this with $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 discounts across the board. So if you can wait, if you can be patient, there's certainly a gamble that goes with that. Prices could increase, interest rates could increase on auto loan financing. A ton of stuff could be going up in price in the near future. So definitely be aware of that. If you can wait, that'd be nice. But if you can't wait, then of course try and just lock one down, especially if you've got lower financing interest rates locked in, or if you've got a trade-in vehicle that you have to try and get out of before it starts to drop more in price. Anything like that, you might as well just try and get out of at the end of the day. But we're going to jump into our next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources I use to get the best possible deal, including the best financing rate, including banks and credit unions on that list that all have interest rates as low or better than Tesla financing, some of them as low as 3.7 to 2.99% for strict credit unions. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. And as an added benefit, I do respond to all Patreon DMs or direct messages in the Patreon app. So if you want to join at a certain level and send me a question really quickly, you can definitely do that and I'll get back to you. But thank you.